Welcome back to another episode of Home Sweet Home Cooking. I am Rocky, your host. This is my mom, Kathy, and we're in her kitchen as usual. Today we've got a very simple recipe, 4 ingredients. It is for rhubarb jam, freezer jam. It's very good. This is rhubarb. If you don't know, it's very tart, but you're adding in some sugar. Well, your ingredients are 4 cups of rhubarb. We've had it chopped. This has been frozen. It doesn't have to be. You can use fresh. It's just that we stored it in the freezer. Sugar, pineapple, and a package of jello, cherry jello. So what you do is you put it into a saucepan, 4 cups of that. If 4 cups of sugar seems like a lot, well, it is a jelly or a jam. There's a lot of sugars in jellies and jams, and because rhubarb is so tart, you're gonna thank me later. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can smell the rhubarb and my mouth is already watering, salivating a little bit. Alright, so 4 cups of sugar. Crushed pineapple. The recipe doesn't say drained or not, so I'm just gonna put I'm not gonna try draining it. And what do you do with the leftover pineapple? Well, you eat it, because pineapple is good. So 1 cup of pineapple. It says to mix and let stand for 1 hour. You want to let the sugar and the rhubarb start to do their osmosis thing. It's called, what is that called? Macerate or masticating? Macerating? Macerating. Masticating is chewing. Is that right? Macerating?
Whatever you say.
Well, there's a term for it. Because our rhubarb was frozen, some of the juice already came out of it. So it's already mixing together. But now we're just going to let this sit at room temperature for an hour. And then we'll come back and show you what to do next. So the rhubarb and the sugar in the pineapple has been sitting for about an hour and it is turned into a granulated sticky mess, but that's what you want. Sugar brings the moisture out of the rhubarb, and that's what you want because you want the flavors to come out and it's going to help make your sauce. So next step is going to be put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and boil it for 12 minutes. After it's boiled for 12 minutes, you're going to add 1 pack of cherry jello, 3 ounce. And we'll see you when we got that step done and we're ready to put it in jars. Once you get this in, it's going to come off and sit and let it cool down before you put it in containers. So we'll be back when that's all done. So we brought it up to a boil, boiled it for 12 minutes, shut it off, added the 1 pack of jello, stirred it in, and now it's just going to sit here until it's mostly cooled. You don't want to put this into the freezer while it's hot, otherwise it'll melt everything else in the freezer. So be back in about an hour, hour and a half, and get her packaged up and get it in the freezer. It's been a couple hours. The pan is you can hold it. It's still a little warm. This here, at this temperature, would be excellent to pour onto for an ice cream sauce, an ice cream topping. Be fantastic with that sweet ice cream. But I'm having another one of them days. So to preserve it, well, there's no preserving. You don't. This isn't canned. This is a freezer jam. So we're gonna fill up these containers, put a lid on them, put them in the freezer, and anything left over that doesn't fill one will just go directly into the fridge. It doesn't have to be frozen, but you want to preserve it in the freezer. So just ladle it out. Put a lid on it. It is that simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and let this, put the rest of my containers and put some in the fridge. And I'll do a taste test of this after it cools down and gets more jelly-like in the next day or two, probably in 2 days. I'll bring over some English muffins. This will be fantastic on English muffins. So we'll see you in a little bit. It is the next day, and I will admit I already had some at home last night. I made an English muffin for dessert because I wanted something sweet. So today, my mom is gonna have hers. Gonna give her and I are gonna split a bagel, English muffin, and my dad will get the other half. So. And I brought my own butter because they have margarine here. And I'm a big fan of throwing margarine away. There's a big debate about the origins of margarine. One, it was made to fatten turkeys or fatten pigs as a food supplement.
It worked.
Yeah, so that's why I don't trust it as food. So, got some good butter on the English muffin. It's got that jelly-like consistency. Come on. A little stringy because of the rhubarb's got strands. It's kind of like celery in that respect. But it smells absolutely delicious. Alright.
Are you ready, Freddie?
I'm more than ready. Cheers. That is so good. You can taste a little bit of, it's not even really overly tart anymore. It's really sweet. You get a little bit of tartness from the rhubarb. You get that rhubarb flavor come through. I can taste some pineapple because I know it's in there. I can identify it, but I don't think you could identify it had I just given this to you.
I can taste the cherry.
You can definitely taste the cherry. But can you taste the pineapple? Mm-hmm. If you're thinking about it, yeah. It is so good though.
We used to have a lot of this.
Mm-hmm. Alright folks, this is absolutely fantastic. If you have access to rhubarb, or you see it in your stores, pick up enough for 4 cups and make this. If you like English muffins or bagels, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you'd be fantastic on that. Anything that needs jelly or jam. Ritz crackers, a little bit of cream cheese, and some of this on top of that.
Pancakes, waffles.
Yeah, anything you would put jelly on. This makes an excellent jelly. Jam, compote, whatever you want to call it. 2 big thumbs up. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up as well. Like, share, and subscribe. Help the channel grow. And you will see us on the next video. Stick around.